Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whichever is applicable. Sorry for being late. I think I've been late by 12 minutes or odd. I'm so sorry. I was facing some technical issues, and because of that, I was not able to get connected to the internet, and that's the reason uh, the live streaming got delayed. I'm so sorry. This is my first time coming on live on YouTube, and welcome to my channel, PsychSocial. As you guys know that I've been sharing my views, my thought process, my observations, my experience through my channel, through my contents, and I've been getting a lot of support. I've been fortunate enough to get a lot of views as well as a lot of comments, and I would like to thank each and every one of you who helped me, suggested me, advised me in each and every possible way that I can share or I can probably create contents more effectively as well as more, what should I say, enthusiastically. But yes, I'm so sorry. Probably some of the reasons I couldn't come on live previously, but yes, it is what it is. But I'm right now planning to come on live frequently, and I think that this is one of the best ways to get connected with my audience and with the people like me, because I preferably creating and sharing my videos for people like you and me, because we are the common people, right? We are there across the globe, and probably the most confused group in the world right now. And this is the reason I created my channel, because I wanted to create my channel a long time ago. I was not able to find out a proper platform, and I saw YouTube becoming pretty popular, and it was actually fulfilling all my requirements to create my channel and to share my thoughts and views. But initially, a lot of people told me that what's the point of sharing your views? What's the point of sharing your experience through the channel? Um, well, I said that to everyone that yes, this is what I always wanted to do, and I love to interact with people. Although I'm not that extrovert, to be honest with you, in my childhood I was not at all. But slowly and gradually started talking to people, meeting people, and sharing my thoughts, my perspectives, and also learning from them. So, as I always say, that learning is a never ending process, but it's the most exciting process as well. Till the time you are actually intending to learn something. So, yes, I'm a lifelong learner at the same point of time, and yes, a lot of people I have already come across, and this is not something that I would say somehow or the other my destiny, but this is something that we have created called society, and it's the blessing of creating a society that we are able to meet with people, and they somehow or the other help you out. So I got a lot of help so far. I interacted with a lot of people, as I mentioned, and I was really fortunate enough to interact with different people across the globe. And that's the reason I thought that, yes, after meeting all of them, I could come to a conclusion that one particular thing which is constant in everywhere. It doesn't matter how we speak, it doesn't matter how we speak, it doesn't matter how we think, it doesn't matter how we were raised, it doesn't matter about the boundaries, it doesn't matter about the borders, it doesn't matter about the nationality, it doesn't matter about the religion. At the end of the day, it all comes down to one thing, and that is called humanity, which I've been promoting through my channel a lot. But yeah, I'm promoting humanity probably in a different way, I would say, because as you know, the name of my channel, PsychSocial. So, yes, each and every person is different, and each and every person's thought process is different. But the society has taught us a lot of things. So, there are some correlations between our thought process and society's thought process. But at the end of the day, It's us who are creating the society. If we bring in change today, society will be changed tomorrow. So society is not a material. It's not a what should I say, a person, right? It's not an universal truth or something, right? We have created it because of our own benefit, because we love to stay in a group. And for that reason, we thought that, okay, let's create a group and let's create something where we can help each other. I believe that was the prime motto when society was created. But I'm not too sure whether we are able to keep that motto intact or not. Because nowadays it's becoming really, really difficult for people to interact, to take care of others, or maybe to interfere even sometimes. Nowadays people don't want others to interfere because they believe they're not coming to help, they are coming to exaggerate, they're coming to increase the pain or something. So it's about the mindset, of course, and it's also created, I would say, on the basis of different aspects and different attributes probably they have observed from different people. And that is the reason it's not, I would say, not supernatural. There are reasons behind, but if we are creating a shackle, it's our responsibility to break the shackle as well. And at the end of the day, we are actually somehow united, but we don't declare, we don't accept. The reason is we are actually divided. We're divided by borders, we're divided by culture, we're divided by thought process maybe, and we're divided by financial situation. This financial situation is something which is slowly and gradually becoming a racism, to be honest with you. I don't know what you guys will think, but I personally believe if each and every person somehow the other financially independent, and there are no comparisons at all between two persons considering the wealth or cash at bank or whatever you may say, I think we would be able to, if that situation actually arises at any point of time, we would be able to eradicate the biggest racism in the world, that is called inhumanity. um, I don't know. I mean, it's really against humanity, I would say. I don't know whether that particular word exists or not, but if humanity is existing, inhumanity is also existing, I would say. So we have to eradicate that as quickly as possible. It's not easy, but it's not impossible at all. Just think about it. You do not need a huge process. You do not need a huge model, framework. It's just the mindset. I know it's very difficult as it sounds, but inadvertently, just think about it once. It's just a thought process, right? If we start thinking about something in a different way, the entire thing will be changed. So it's a paradox, but it was never ever like a, what should I say, a very difficult thing to be achieved. It's not a rocket science, right? So that you have to put together, you have to invest a lot of time, research, try to find out something new. I don't think so. It's all about coordination. It's all about interaction. We have not been interacting with each and everybody across the globe. That is the reason we are failing to understand. And the social cues, the social platforms, those are creating some sort of perspectives in our mind. So if I say, okay, that person is not good, and if I ask that particular person, why are you coming down to that particular point? How do you know? You haven't interacted with that particular person. That person would say, no, I have seen that particular person maybe on TV, on movies, or maybe on social media, news channel, whatever you may say. But at the same point of time, you have to realize that those platforms are actually creating your perceptions. You haven't seen the person, you haven't met the person, you haven't spent time with the person. Still, you're coming to a conclusion. So these are the things typically amuse me a lot. But these are the things actually have made us different from each other. Otherwise, you will say that each and every person looks different. Yeah, absolutely. I believe two persons can't be identical in the world. But still, even though two people are not looking identical, but if those two people are staying in one particular country, in one particular place, they become relative or some of the other related, right? So I don't know, maybe it's because of the culture, it's because of the different aspect, thought process that we were actually forced to comply with. Those actually helped us, or maybe those actually forced us to perform certain activities beyond our imagination or beyond our ability to understand. But don't you guys think that we have come to a point where we have to think about breaking all these barriers, breaking all these uh, dissimilarities, or maybe somehow the other jargons, I would say, that are being used across the globe to promote racism, to promote differences? I don't know. I typically feel that it's us who created it, and it's only us who can actually eradicate. But yes, at the end of the day, it's very difficult. It's not that easy the way I said it. But one point of view or one particular way, if you think, it's very, very easy because you do not need any external force to get it done. It's us who can do it immediately. So I thought of sharing this perspective with you because this thought process has been the fundamental for my channel and creating my channel rather, and each and every content that I have created so far, with the prospect or with the vision that I have in my mind, that is to see global society in future, in my lifetime rather, so that we can have only one world, one country, one religion, that is humanity. If we fail to do that, some or the other, according to Darwin's law, we will kill ourselves and probably the world will come to an end. So it's not that some other you know people or maybe some aliens will come from a different planet and destroy us, or it's not going to be like a supernova will come to earth and collide and then destroy everything, or maybe it's not that excessive heat that is being generated and everything that's born has to die. Considering that particular concept, the world will come to an end probably before that. I believe if it eventually some or the other takes place, for all those external forces, prior to that, I mean, 1,000 or maybe million years prior to that, I would say it's us who are going to kill ourselves because of sustainability, because of survival, and somehow or the other we are into that. We're loving it. Maybe I don't know. People will be surprised to know, but yeah, it is. It is what it is. But it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter because we can't predict all about these things right now. But this is the only possible way that we can survive, we can live freely. And through movies, we have already seen people are portraying it, but still we are failing to understand or failing to believe to comply. So it's really amusing for me, but it's not impossible. And whatever has happened so far, even that's not something utopian. So yes, this is the time for us to be united. Maybe we say we are united, but our actions don't speak louder than our words, I believe, which we should think about it. But yes, I'm going to create, or I'm going to continue creating contents on the basis of this. And to be honest with you guys, my thought process may sound like a little bit different. Maybe I'm a little bit crazy, you can say. Maybe you can say that I'm not normal at certain point, or maybe considering most of the things. But I think some abnormality can bring in normality to people's mind nowadays. Because if you think that uh, being different is considered to be being crazy, and nowadays people are looking for different trends, right? So yes, they are, but I don't know. I typically find it pretty scripted every time that people are saying, people are doing, and maybe sometimes they are spontaneous, but seems like they're copying someone. Seems like I've seen that before. It's not something new. But yeah, we are failing to comply with the basic understanding, or maybe the basic uh, humanitarian behavior that we are some or the other thinking may be impossible to comply, or maybe impossible to follow. But at the end of the day, it's our responsibility to take care of ourselves. At the same point of time, it's our responsibility to take care of others as well. You are doing that. Maybe you are doing it for your family, but when it comes to someone else, you'll start thinking that that person doesn't belong to my family. But if the whole world becomes your family, then each and every person in the world will become your family member. So there are some sort of relevance, right? Because we all are human beings. So whenever there is something relevant, then it becomes relevant. And if someone or something becomes relevant, that will definitely create relationship. So if it's relevant, it has to be a relative. So maybe not through direct family, or maybe the concept that we have, that yeah, that person is no way related to my family, or my parents, my siblings, or maybe my uncle, or whatever it is. But considering humanity, each and every person is somehow the other related, and you never know. Deep down inside we are, but we don't know. We can think about it, and at the same point of time, maybe we do not have any proof for that. But if somehow or the other we are increasing in numbers, uh, because of the population, so I don't know, in future definitely there will be a particular point where we will be able to find out that we all are somehow or the other related. We might find out some proof as well. I will wait for that particular time to come, but right now, yes, it's very. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I was checking for something. I saw a notification. Yeah, right. So no worries. Yeah, so it's been like that, and I don't know. I've been doing um, a lot of thinking about it. I'm trying to create some sort of contents which will definitely be thought provoking for you guys. But yeah, nowadays people are not ready to think about it that manner. Why? Because they do not have time. uh, as I said before, you are, most of the people are not creators, they are consumers, right? And even though most of the people are consuming, they don't know why they're consuming, and they do not have any idea of what are they consuming. So whenever you are seeing something, remember, you are not actually seeing it, somebody else is pushing you to see it. So that's the kind of marketing strategy, that's the kind of belief, that's the kind of strategy that they are creating within a four walls, air conditioned room. So yes, strategy will always be there, but I don't know. You can't just sell some dirty laundry to someone in order to have better clothes at your home. So I'm not a supporter of that at all. I can't do that. But yes, I think most of the people can't. Otherwise, the world would have been a different place altogether. We're still surviving. We are still able to rather meet others. We're able to sustain peace somehow or the other. Most of the cases, I would say, across the globe. So humanity is still alive. It's just that it needs a little bit rejuvenation with the different thought process, with a different aspect. But it's not that difficult to come back to some stage, or maybe to bring all of us on the track to understand that we are related, we are all human beings, and humanity will be cherished through our perspectives as well as actions. If we try it for once in our lifetime, I would say, at least try once, that start thinking each and every person as your relative, considering humanity, and see the difference once. Because if you go outside, you will definitely see, how people are reacting. Even if we see that some person is in trouble, even we try to neglect, we try to overlook, we try to look at, or rather, to find out a different way, to avoid that particular situation. And considering, business, considering jobs, we all are into a race, right? A competition, rather. So we are trying to outperform others, and this outperform may lead to, eradication, sometimes elimination. So I don't know, it's about thought process, to be honest with you. Or maybe this is how we have become unknowingly, uh, because survival of the fittest law is forcing us to think about only our relatives or our friends, whatever it is. I mean, whoever we know. If we don't know someone, that person becomes a stranger, and we consider there is a danger, and then we follow instinctive actions against them. And yes, even though this is pretty abnormal, I would say, surprising, not something that we expect, but uh, results, or maybe actions, or maybe news, facts, they're suggesting that we are into that kind of race. So yeah, it's up to you. People are trying to drag everybody down so that they can feel they're on the top, which they are not, but still they will not stop trying. So yes, the world is becoming um, a mystery, I would say, because our brain is also getting evolved, right? Um, we are we are talking about different technologies like generative AI is, right, artificial intelligence, and we are thinking that, okay, maybe what should I say, an implementation, or maybe on the virtue of um, what should I say, the era or technology, thought process, or maybe by the virtue of these implementations, will which will definitely enable us to grow further. But there are some real threats involved, because there is a very sophisticated and sensitive term used called ethics. And nowadays people have most of the people have stopped talking about ethics, because they think that ethics is a part of big lecture. It's not a reality, um, which is sad, unfortunate. But most of the people who do not have patience to listen to others, understand others, they're definitely going to consider that as what I said. But at the end of the day, yes, ethics will definitely help us in order to sustain, even though these technologies may try to eradicate us in future by, you know by different cruel intentions or implementations, which will definitely be there, because uh, there will be people who will be trying to harm others, because on the contrary, they are trying to survive. So for them, we have to kill someone in order to survive. So that's their motto, that's their culture, whatever you may say. um, we have created cultures, and we can only create another uniformed way, another, what should I say, I don't know, an universal culture, which I say, the global society, But yes, one fine day, I'm pretty sure that people will realize, our constitutions will realize, our United Nation group will realize, each and every person will realize that if we stay together, only then we will be able to survive. Otherwise, we will be killing others one fine day, and we will all die. There will be no single person surviving, because it's not even possible, right? Even if you become the last person on earth, you would not be able to survive, because someone will kill you, and that person may not be a human being, maybe other animal. So we know that we have to be in a group, we know that we have to be united, but somehow the other, it's the social cues, the culture, the what should I say, bad intentions, those are actually forcing us not to think about getting united once again in a proper way, which should be the concept or the target or maybe objective behind getting really united. So it's something which is really surprising element for me even till now. Even though I'm trying, I know most of the people, they're not able to see my videos, or maybe they are not interested in seeing my video, whatever it is, unfortunately or fortunately. But for me, it's certain responsibility that I can always feel, that I have something to say, because I believe most of the people are saying it, maybe not out loud there. There are a lot of different type of speakers, a lot of different type of content creators are there. They are gurus, they are teachers, they are very popular, they are maybe renowned faces on this particular platform. I'm nowhere near to them, I know, but the point is, I'm not representing them. I'm trying to represent common people, because I'm a common person and I will always be. But yes, it's very difficult to manage, it's very difficult to comply with that, even if you become someone maybe popular, or I don't know, maybe supernatural. But I don't think I would be ever be able to do that, or I would be ever seeing myself in that particular position, because it's not possible, mentally not acceptable to me. uh, so one fine day, I would probably hope that people will watch my videos and try to understand the effectiveness of these videos, and the perspective on which I tried to create, and I tried to showcase something, or maybe convey a message to all of us, so that we can understand about the basic concept of staying together, meeting different people, respecting others, say thanking others, not just for saying thankless thank you. But yes, one fine day, as I said, I'm still hopeful. I will always remain hopeful, and I will keep on creating videos on my channel. I will be posting videos to different other platforms as well, apart from YouTube. But as you know, that it was the first platform I used to create my channel, and I'm still actually preferring and vouching for this particular platform every time I work on it, and each and every day I'm trying to do that. But yes, although this is the first time I'm coming on live, but I'm planning to come live pretty often, maybe once in a week. And people who have been supporting me, I would like to request all of them that if you guys really want to be in a discussion like this, or if you're really interested to help me, to help each and every person who is going to watch uh, this channel, or these type of videos, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. And I have been working on, rather, on the podcast part as well. I'm trying to get connected with people who have some time, who would be coming to my podcast session, and we can definitely share our views, our thoughts, so that each and every person, and including us, can get benefited out of it. So I would be hoping people will be interested, and I'm actually saying it before you guys think it in a different way, that my podcast channel is typically called a real podcast, not a celebcast. So if you are pretty popular, if you are pretty someone maybe people are admiring, or you are already famous, I don't think that I'm looking for those people at all. I want I want to represent people like me, and that's the reason I'm looking for you guys who are actually working people, who are actually fighting each and every day, trying to do something for your families, and his or her families rather, and trying to rather make a difference to everybody's life. Please do tag along, and let's discuss about it. Let's plan it out if we can do it some way, and let the world get benefited out of it. It's very difficult, it's very uncanny, I would say, interesting, very, what should I say, abnormal, crazy. That's the right word, probably crazy. But yeah, some craziness should be there to bring in some changes. I think someone said that before. So yeah, that's what even I do believe. But this is the time. Someone needs to take a step, and if we stay back, if we stay in that comfort zone, although I don't believe there's a comfort zone existing in the world, it's still some sort of differences that we need to make when it comes to making an impact. So changes are inevitable, but changes should be meant for effectiveness, not rather than saying it and just for sake of bringing changes. No, it should not be like that, I believe. So yes, I would like to say thank you to each and every one of you once again. And today I was thinking about talking about my purpose and my intentions and whatever I'm doing, so that you guys can understand that yeah, it's all about this is what I am. And I do not, as I said before, that all my contents are non-scripted. It's nowhere written, it's nowhere needed to be written, rather. It's all about the normal thought process, a day-to-day thought process, rather, that I'm trying to bring into my channel, to through this particular platform, where people can get to see and understand the realistic, natural views or aspects or experiences that I'm trying to portray and share. So thank you very much once again, guys, for supporting me so far, and thank you for your valuable comments. Even though a lot of people try to help me look good, maybe that's the reason I'm growing my beard a little bit, but it's really becoming not pleasant, I would say, because I don't know, somehow the other, it's actually itching a little bit. I'm so sorry, but it is what it is. So I'm planning to take care of them pretty soon. But yes, I cannot thank you guys enough that you guys actually suggested me something so that I can look good, and I can't thank you enough for this. Although it's not very easy to make me look good. But at the same point of time, yes, please keep on sharing your thoughts, your views after watching my videos, definitely. And then please also try to find out effective ways to implement something that is very innovative, and at the same point of time that is pretty natural and acceptable for people. So please do share your views and thoughts so that I can learn something and I can get benefited out of it. So thank you guys once again. Maybe I will be able to go live once again next week, and I will definitely keep you guys posted. And I would be expecting people will be joining sessions like that. But also, if you are not able to, please do share your convenient time so that I can find out some of the common time zones, or some common plan, or maybe some common what should I say, time of a day where each and every one of us can get some time and try to discuss and try to join and share. So once again, thank you very much once again um, for today's first time live streaming on YouTube. Looking forward to more create. Looking forward, sorry, looking forward to create more, you know, content on my channel, as well as coming on live through this platform. And I would definitely try to um, bring in new contents, bring in new ideas through my channel at the same point of time. Please do watch out today's video, which went live, I think, few hours ago, and please do watch it and do share your thoughts, your views after watching it. And it's related to uh, today's content rather related to God, and it's about the prayer. So I will just give you a glimpse of it, that whenever we are praying to God, we are actually wishing for something or maybe demanding something unknowingly. But are we really praying to God? This video is all about that, and probably some introspection is also related. So you guys can watch out and do let me know how do you think about it. So thank you very much, guys. Take care and stay safe. Bye bye.